You're watching 48 Fastcast.
All right, y'all, 7:01. Thanks for joining us for our 48 Fastcast. Today, we are starting the day in the lower 70s. We will warm up, though, pretty quickly. And a slight chance of rain, really not for everyone, though, right?
Right. It's very isolated.
Okay.
Honestly, the most isolated that you could believe rain chances could be. So what we're seeing at the moment is a good deal of cloud cover, but you can see the sun peeking through in the shoals. Temperatures in those low 70s, like we mentioned. It's a nice start to Friday morning, but we're going to start to see some humidity building in for most of the day ahead. Most of us still sticking around those low end 70s. Fort Payne finally making its across the 70 threshold, but Lawrenceburg, Pulaski keeping it rather cool at the 68 so far. Expectations for today, we're starting to see those temperatures stick around the upper 80s for a good deal of us. Some areas seeing 90s. Cloud cover is going to make that a little bit of a challenge. We'll start to see some sunshine through each chance of the cloud cover, but once again, that's going to make it challenging to get to those 90s, and a good deal of us, like our students that are excited about the playground, they'll end up having a wonderful day to enjoy outside, even if you choose to go on the patio tonight. We've got some rain chances to kick up throughout the weekend ahead, but I will show you what to expect for the following week in just a moment.
This is your 48 First Alert Road Report, sponsored by Bankston Motorhomes.
All right, a live look right now at 565 and County Line Road. We are fairly quiet across the board, which is always good news, especially for a Friday. Taking you now to our maps. We do have a crash indicator. This is at Alabama 20, right at Alabama 67 there. So causing some slowdowns in the eastbound lanes. Just be aware of that. A wide view of the Huntsville Metro right now. Really no major issues. Traffic light right now. Drive times, Decatur to Huntsville will take you about 20 minutes. Athens to Huntsville will take you about 28. We start with a 48 exclusive. The family of a teen killed in a high-speed chase 2 years ago is suing the Decatur mayor, the former police chief, and the officer who was leading that chase. Former officer Mac Marquette, who is charged with murder in the shooting death of Steve Perkins, was the officer leading that chase. Jaden DeJarnette died in a wreck following that chase with Decatur police in 2022. Officers were trying to pull him over for driving without headlights. The lawsuit alleges that Lieutenant Joe Renshaw permitted Marquette to continue the chase into Lawrence County.
At this point now where we have to seek justice, you know, we can't bring Jaden back, but that pain would never go away.
The attorney for the family, Stanley Stallworth, told us he believes DeJarnette's constitutional rights were violated when he was pursued by DPD into another county. Now, this happened just 3 weeks before Steve Perkins was shot and killed. We did reach out to the city of Decatur for a comment on the lawsuit, and they told us, quote, currently the city of Decatur has not been notified of the filing we discussed by phone. In accordance with city policy, we do not comment on ongoing legal matters. The officers involved in the chase were never criminally charged. A Lauderdale County jury is being tasked with determining whether a man accused of attacking his mother with a hammer is competent to stand trial. Malcolm Allen is charged with arson and domestic violence in connection with that incident in October of 2023. At the time, Florence police told us he hit his mother with a hammer before setting his apartment on fire. Our media partners at the Times Daily report Allen's mom had injuries to her head, shoulder, and right arm. This week, a judge announced that there will be a hearing in front of a jury to determine whether Allen is competent enough to stand trial. A date for that hearing has not been set. Allen was previously arrested in 2022 and charged with making a terrorist threat. He told employees at a mental health facility he was going to shoot and kill them and then come back to take other employees hostage. According to the Times Daily, he pleaded guilty to 2 counts of harassing communications in connection with this case. Well, still to come, the NFL has banned team employees from giving players smelling salts on the field. Why some local high schools also don't use them. Earlier this week, the NFL announced that team employees will no longer be able to give players smelling salts during games. Some local schools don't allow the use of them either. Now, a lot of times players use the smelling salts to get a sudden burst of energy. However, there are some safety concerns with these products. Madison County Schools Athletic Administrator Matt Rogers says their players are not allowed to use them at all. School employees and coaches are also not allowed to give the students smelling salts. In 2024, the FDA warned that they could mask concussion symptoms. Rogers says he is glad the NFL implemented this ban.
Some people have seen the need to kind of rein it in a little bit, especially with the NFL banning them. But again, at our level and our schools, amongst our sports programs, it hasn't really been an issue that's arisen.
NFL players are still allowed to use them as long as they're not provided by team officials.
Now, your first alert weather forecast with Jada Russell.
If you're already looking forward to the weekend, it's going to be a rinse and repeat for your Saturday. Of today's weather, we'll still see a 90-degree mark as our high, but look at Sunday and Monday. Those rain chances will pick up. We'll see some scattered thunderstorms across the way there. And you'll notice it doesn't cool us off as much as we would anticipate for a shower around this time of year. We'll continue to see sticky conditions heading into the weekend, but as we get to Monday and Tuesday, things become a little more oppressive. So as you go out the door, starting work for the week ahead, it will start to feel a little more uncomfortable outside. And after we get past your Monday and Tuesday, rain chances will start to dial it back a bit until Thursday, but we'll stick around those low end 90s for the days ahead. Just make sure you keep those umbrellas on standby as always, and we'll start to see that condition for the next couple of days. You want to make sure also that you are ready for back to school with our students. It's clear. We've got a good week ahead, and I am honestly glad that we've had some pretty pleasant weather.
Yeah, really not bad at all. Thank you, Jada. Thank you for watching the 48 Fastcast. We'll be here throughout the morning with more news, weather, and traffic updates, so keep it here.